Alright, so this afternoon's video is going to be on adjusting the front axle width. Now the Fordsons, unlike the E27Ns, the Fordson Majors came with an adjustable front. And this way you could account for things like front end loaders, row cropping, stability, things like that. So currently my Fordson's in the narrowest setting. And I want to extend it out by 1 notch just to make the outer of the front tyre line up with the outer of the rear tyre. It's going to make loading onto my trailer a little bit easier. It'll also give me a little bit more stability. I do have a bit of rough ground going across the creek. So to do this, there's a few things you need to do. First one is loosen these 3 bolts here, and the bolts or the nuts always have to face the front, and that comes from the workshop manual. Now again, if these haven't been done for a long time, they're going to be really stiff. I gave them a little bit of heat, a little bit of penetrating oil, and then I used my fantastic Makita impact driver. That thing has saved me more times than I like to say. So once they're loosened, don't take them out yet. What you're going to want to come over, and here's one I've prepared earlier, is you're going to want to jack the front up, and that's going to make it so you can slide it out. Now, this is an original Fordson jack, and you've got to make sure that the jack isn't on both of these. You're going to want it to be on the front one, because the front one isn't adjustable. It's the bit that stays constant. As you can see, got my little workshop buddy over there. He's been providing lots of advice and overseeing. So once you've jacked it up, you've undone these. Also this little one here, because again, the steering control arm slides in there. And as you can see there, there's notches. So you're going to undo that. Take the bolt out of the clamp, and then you're going to be able to slide it out. So once you're jacked up, that's undone and out, and these 3 are undone. What you're going to want to do then is take the bolts out. As you can see there, up under there, if I can get the angle right, see that's the part that adjusts these back 2 sliding bars. So I've popped it one out, and then as you can see, it now lines up, the outer of the front lines up with the outer of the rear tyres. So, popped it out. Now, for the minimum and intermediate setting, Fordson recommend that this bolt is always put in this side of the yoke. And then I've just got some even spacing here. If you've got it at full extension, the workshop manual says that these 3 are the ones you put in. Don't worry about putting one the other side of the yoke. And as you can imagine, with all that out on these last 3, it is quite wide. So I've set it. I'm going to tighten these back up, and then I'm going to do the other side. So a quick video on adjusting the front axle width. We'll leave it there because my workshop buddy's getting a little bit restless. And we'll call it an afternoon.